Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee, fi, fo, fi. I know he's right nearby.
Hey everybody, it's Leon Day. You're listening to Snow in Southtown. We're back and we're here to celebrate Leon Day.
Yeah.
And
I got a
Rusty's
big
here.
old bowl of ice cream.
Right. That's the best way to celebrate. And I'm Mike and that's Rusty. And it's been so long. It's been since Easter,
Yeah.
months and months since you've heard from us. And we're just so happy that we're going to finish that Leon Day song that we've been working on. I'll give you a preview. It's like, hey, everybody, it's that time of year. Rusty is here to say. Take it away, Rusty.
It's something like that. Some kind of beatboxing at that point.
You got to rhyme it, though. I set up say so you can say Leon Day. Yeah. I set you up.
Yeah, but I have to do the beatboxing solo first for like 15 minutes. And then I can say Leon Day. If you remember, you kind of have to hold the line in your mind for a long time. But I think our audience can do it.
We're still working on the song. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, man, how they just... It sounds like they just made that up. But no,
yeah.
No.
It's so good, though.
We've been working on it. Right? We've been working on it.
Look, this is our songwriting is a craft. And...
There's a drafting process. So
yeah, it takes a long time to get that much.
Leon Day, if you don't know, for some reason, is June 25th is the actual halfway point to Christmas. Mm-hmm. If you know anything about difficult math like 6 + 6, it's the actual halfway point. So yeah. Christmas in July is one thing, but the actual, if you want to be correct, here is Leon Day, Noel backwards. And this is our 4th year of doing a Leon Day episode. If you're tuning in for the first time because you're like really into Leon Day and you were searching for all the Leon Day podcasts, check us out on Patreon. We have, we do the Christmas podcast every year, but on Patreon there's monthly bonus content that you can get there, reviews and original music that we record and zines and even physical releases for our music, including a vinyl release that's coming up just for Patreon people. So yeah, so find us on Facebook, on Instagram, interact, whatever. Let us know if you have any questions or feedback. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk some summer stuff, some Leon Day stuff. It's going to be fun. Hey, speaking of writing songs about holidays like Leon Day, but the latest stocking stuffer episode was with my friend Pat McVeigh, Classic Pat. So check that out. You can hear Pat talk about his projects, including his summer songs and his Christmas songs. And he picked some summer songs for us to play. I have something I was supposed to tell you from our friend King Richard.
Okay.
He said to tell you that he went recently to the Twin Peaks Diner.
Ooh,
do you know what that means?
I've been there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he just said to tell you it was awesome, and he thought you would like that. And yeah. I was supposed to let you know at Easter, but I forgot. So sorry.
If you go to Snoqualmie, Washington, and Bend, Oregon, and all those places, it's basically like you're in Twin Peaks land, except it's a real place. It's like
right.
It's not a theme park, but it's a real city. But like, you're just walking around going, there's where that happened. There's where Laura Palmer got off the bike with James at the intersection of Sparkwood at 21. There it is.
So you've been there, so you've seen
yeah it's great.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Richard. Sorry I forgot to let him know, but I did. I put in the notes finally. Christmas in July, I talked about our friend Mike at Advent Calendar House. He's gearing up for Christmas in July, where he does 12 new episodes every year. So if you're into Christmas in July, that's where you want to go. I wanted to let you know I listened to some of last year's Leon Day episode this morning while I was walking, kind of getting the spirit of the season, Leon Day. We reviewed a Holiday Inn, and that was fun. I only got through about half of it, but it was funny because you mentioned something on there about how you can't wait for a period piece that's set in like 2018, and I don't know how we got into that, but
yeah.
It was just something funny to think of. We're kind of in this era, and soon, someday, there will be a period piece set in that time.
Right.
But I wanted to let you know, released just a few months ago, was this film called Sick. Have you heard of it?
I don't think so.
So it's set in April of 2020. And it's
Okay.
like two friends go to a lake house to quarantine at the beginning of the whole
Okay.
lockdown. Yeah,
Right.
it's a horror film. It's written by Kevin Williamson, who did Scream and a bunch of other stuff.
There's going to be a ton of those period pieces.
Or yeah, but I mean, he did it like right away. I mean, that's
Yeah.
quick. So it's worth a watch. You might like it. I don't know. It's kind of fun, but
Kevin Williamson. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah.
it's funny because like it's a period piece that's like I don't think I remember something like that where it's like 2 years later or 3 years
Just
later.
just that short.
Yeah, there are people on IMDb who are like, oh, the rapid COVID tests, they weren't available until May. This movie had them in April. And the public couldn't access them until December. Or like,
It's the problem with doing a period piece where the period is 3 years ago. Everybody remembers the
Everybody
details.
remembers it. Nobody had a green phone case.
That's the thing they'll really remember is the phone specifics.
Oh man, and the horror podcast, my brother would get so mad because like we'd be watching a movie, it'd be like 2016, and he'd go like, "No one's had that phone for 5 years. What are they doing?" But one other thing from our Leon Day episode that I want to know: where's the creaky corners, man?
I know, man. I know. My daughter keeps pressuring me to do the next one. They're very time consuming to make.
Well, that's the problem. You got a lot of pressure. You got me, you got your daughter,
and all the other fans
that
are giving it so many clicks. But yeah, the next one, I can't promise this, but it may be a Christmas episode. I did the Halloween one.
Right.
I got that one. That was awesome.
Was that the last one? That's the last one. Right?
That was the latest one, yeah.
Right, latest. We won't say final.
Not last, but latest.
No, not last. Yeah, I was just wondering if the corners are still creaking.
Oh, they're gonna creak.
But it also could be like it just ends like that, and then that's it. It will never, you'll never resume, and like we never know.
Yeah, you never know what that ghost is. Yeah, it's a good one. It's like Twin Peaks.
Right.
Have to wait 25 years.
Anything else that we need to cover here? That's all the notes I had.
Well, I mean, I can let you know what I've been doing for the past like month and a half, which is trying to win a gold skull.
Now, when you said you were busy with work, was that the work?
I've been going back and forth between my actual job that pays money and then trying to win a gold skull from Sea of Thieves. They have everybody. They have everybody doing this puzzle thing where like they got like the top puzzle makers of the UK to make these really difficult puzzles, and we got the first 3 that happened in the first 3 weeks, and we're on the second week of week 4.
And who's we?
We is the Sea of Thieves community.
Okay,
all the pirates.
Oh,
so we're kind of like working together, and basically how it works is we all, because no one person can really do it because they're so hard. But 1,000 brains is better than one, and so we get together. But then at the very end, somebody's like, "Oh, wait, I think I got it," and then they run off and get it. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing my time.
I just didn't realize you are working right now too.
No, I am. Yeah, I am working. I'm doing summer class.
Gotcha. Not me. I'm working in the garden. That's
awesome.
it. Working on music, podcasting, whatever. Yeah. No, I think pretty soon I need to do something.
Hey,
okay. Yeah. All right. So for Leon Day, this is how we celebrate. Okay. We find one of the best Christmas movies that you could ever watch.
Yes.
Not Fred Claus. We've already done that.
Mm-hmm.
Not Christmas with the Cranks. We've already done that. But almost as good. We are going to talk about Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. Both versions.
And we like to, for Leon Day, if we can, we like it to have something to do with summer or something to do with some other time of the year. And Santa Claus stuck in Florida on December 20th seemed about right with an ice cream bunny.
Yeah. And I'll just say that I have not seen this. It's Riff Tracks. It's not MST3K, right? It's Riff
Tracks.
Yeah, I've not seen it. So I wanted to watch it so bad, but I had to wait till after we recorded. Yeah, I don't want their jokes in my head. So
right.
So I mean, like probably tomorrow morning, probably I'll watch it. And they've done both versions, right?
They did. Yeah. Their regular one that they did is the Thumbelina one.
Okay.
that we're going to talk about, and then they did a live version where they had an audience, and they did the
Wow.
Jack and the Beanstalk version, and
Are
we're
they
going to
both
talk about both.
available to watch
Both
those Riff
available.
Tracks versions?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if they're on Amazon or what, but yeah, I've got a friend who like puts together all the riff tracks and is obsessed with them. So my
Okay.
friend Jason.
I'll look into it. I want to watch them. Okay, so this again, I assume a lot of people know about it since it looks like the Riff Tracks versions are pretty popular.
We probably have some
I get
first-time listeners because of riff tracks, and they're like, "Oh, Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny."
All right. Yeah. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, so welcome.
Welcome to Leon.
We love Mike and the gang.
So
The
yeah,
other
so,
Mike.
right. So there's two versions of this movie. If you don't know, so it's like there's a movie Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny, which is not much of a movie. So in the
Yep.
middle they shoved an older movie. The movie's from '72. In the middle of it they shoved Thumbelina, which they had made in 1970, and just kind of put it like Santa Claus is telling the story. So now we have to watch this whole other movie.
Yes.
And then there's a second version with another one of their films from 1970, which is Jack and the Beanstalk. And so. Hey,
different director and everything.
On IMDb, the poster for Jack and the Beanstalk, have you seen it? It looks really like groovy and like, so it's either like a total. Let me find it. It's either like a total lie of a poster.
Yeah.
Or they just like IMDb doesn't have the right thing.
Oh, that could be.
I mean,
are you just searching for Jack and the Beanstalk?
So you go to Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's all the people that are in it. So you go to 1970, and if you look at it, it goes The Wonderful World of Oz.
And then Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, that's just the wrong. That's just the wrong cover.
Yeah, okay. I get it now. I didn't. Yeah, I pulled it up when I first turned on the movie, and I didn't know what. But so the cover's not right. Okay, but that director, that's the guy. That's Barry Mann.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He directed both this and Thumbelina.
Right. Okay.
And good old Richard Weiner did the Santa Claus frame story.
But I feel like the Barry Mann guy was the producer or something, right? He was involved.
Yeah, there was some connection, and they did the whole. There's a Pirates Land publicity thing going on that we'll talk about. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk first about the Thumbelina edition, which is significantly longer, right? It's like 20 minutes longer.
Oh, is it? Okay.
10 or 15 at least. Yeah. Okay. So both of them, the wraparound is going to be the same. So it opens with these kids who are elves and they're singing. It's clear that some of them don't like know what they're doing. Some are singing, but some are just kind of mumbling sounds, and that's kind of funny.
Yes.
And it's not like a whole chorus. But picture like a few elves from like maybe the Rudolph singing elf scenes, like 8 kids maybe, right? But like 4 of them know what they're doing. The other 4 are just kind of mumbling.
It'd be hard to learn that song though, because it's pretty tuneless, and the lyrics are things like "la la 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 la," "Where is Santa Claus?" "La la 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 la," "Santa isn't here." It's not the greatest.
That's it, right? Exactly. And you can stop me at any point if you have anything you need to throw in.
One of them's got a fake Snoopy. My daughter kept pointing out that they had they were like, you know how Santa's elves have these little wooden hammers traditionally, but they were hammering like stuffed animals' faces. It's like, just try.
You have to get the googly eyes on there, so maybe the magic hammer.
Yeah. The kids all have. I'm going to talk about accents a lot throughout this whole thing, because the whole thing seems to be in Florida, but a lot of them have like a New York accent. It sounded like to me, unless there's like a Florida accent that's like that. Because
I wonder if
where's Santa Claus?
There must be some Florida 70s, because it definitely is Florida.
Right. There must have been something where there was like an influx.
Right.
Or they just got. I would say they got actors flown in, but I don't think that happened.
No, and it said that like the kids, well, the singing kids at least were like a chorus. Okay. There were like some in the credits.
Chorus.
Yeah, or maybe a troupe of actors, like a children's theater or something.
Yeah.
It said it was something. They had a title for the kids,
or they made up a title for them.
Or they made up a title. Yeah.
Right.
So they open the door and they find. Oh, it's stock footage of like animals.
Right.
And I didn't realize, but that's supposed to be his reindeer, I guess.
Yeah.
But like
the reindeer.
I'm just putting this together. I'm just
now in your head, like, that's why.
I get it now.
Yeah.
It just
See, this
reminded
movie's
me.
genius. You just got to think about it a little bit.
It reminds me of that episode of Ray Bradbury Theater where they do the Velt. I don't know. Have you ever seen it? I don't know.
I've never seen it.
Do you know the story of the Velt?
No.
So it's like the kids nursery is whatever they think about. That's what it projects, and so of course
Okay.
it's Bradbury. It's kind of like Fahrenheit, it's warning us about TV,
Right.
and the kids are thinking of violence, and so the kids are supposed to be playing in like Aladdin's world and Anne of Green Gables, but instead they're in the African veldt and they're watching lions eat animals and stuff, and eventually the kids take control of the house, and spoiler, the parents end up locked in the nursery where the lions may or may not be real. But so in the Ray Bradbury Theater, which is what, early 90s, late 80s Canadian TV, right? It's like, so not high budget.
No.
And it's like if Back to the Future on a minuscule budget, right? It's like,
Right.
and so it's just stock footage of lions and stuff. And but the dad's going, wow, full Dolby surround sound. He's like trying to make it sound like this great system that's in their house.
Yeah.
80s stock footage.
Just reminded me of the scene from Wayne's World where they open the door and it's the ninjas training or whatever. It's the same kind of like fake looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like 2 minutes in, and I'm already going like, whoa, what's Rusty got me watching?
You realize though that the scene with the elves and the kids, that's about as good as you're gonna get in this whole Santa Claus section, because
I realize now, yeah.
once Santa hits, man, you're doomed.
I guess it's possible that some people have never been to Florida or even
Yeah.
Louisiana or Mississippi where we grew up, right?
Yeah.
And I went to Florida all the time until I moved here,
Mhm.
like once or twice a year probably. But I feel like they spent a lot of time telling us how hot it is in Florida.
Oh,
Like,
it is hot.
we get it. It's Florida. Like,
Florida.
who doesn't know that it's hot? Maybe I just take it for granted because I went so much.
Yeah, well, it's a kid's movie. I mean, apparently it's made for New Yorkers.
And Santa sings a whole song about it. It's like he's
Yes.
conducting. Is that what he's doing? Who's he conducting?
He's conducting. That's
He's singing
Santa
by himself.
Claus. He's waving his hands around in some mockery of conducting music.
That he is the only one participating in.
Yeah, he's conducting himself, which I
think
can't make fun of because I do that when I'm. I do conduct myself, and I don't know why I do it, but I do. So I
The
have
Florida sun's getting to him. That's what's going on.
I guess so. But Nora and I, my daughter and I, watched both Riff Tracks versions together, and we do that conducting thing a lot, and we sing that song a lot that he sings. Anytime we want to start singing a song, we start flapping our hand around.
Yeah, and my whole thing was like he's sitting there saying how hot it is, but he keeps all those clothes on.
Yeah.
He's Santa.
He waits till the end of the movie to finally take them off for 2 seconds, then puts them right back on.
He falls asleep, right?
Right.
But so while he's singing, then we get to like random footage of weird kids, like
Yes.
kids just being weird and doing weird stuff.
Yeah, we don't know why they're doing it.
Right. And he's calling out to the weird kids one by one, right?
Not even yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, because first they just start showing these kids doing things like
They're doing weird stuff.
doing
Rolling
weird
around
stuff.
together. Yeah.
Some of them are wrestling. One of them is jumping off a roof with
with
a
an
deck
umbrella, right?
And one of those big deck umbrellas. Go ahead, kid, jump. And then they freeze frame them, and you don't know what's going on.
Right.
And then Santa falls asleep, and then he I guess through a dream.
Oh yeah, he's dream calling him. Yeah.
He's like entering their minds, and then it's
Yes.
like Jenny, Billy, girls,
Girls, yeah, they don't get names.
girls. And there's
Girls.
one of them, I couldn't tell if he said like Kim or if he just said kid, but it really sounds like he just goes kid.
Oh, I thought he said kid. Yeah, no,
I think he does.
I thought maybe it's Kim. I don't
The
know.
rest of them had names except for that group of girls where he went girls.
Right. I
So,
remember that.
I don't know.
I know if I'm stuck at the beach, like of all the people I'd call to help me, I'd start with kids who can't drive, have no money,
Right.
and no skills. What's like these kids
Know
are
anything.
the dumbest kids. And
Yeah,
then
two
like
of them are
Tom
just wrestling
Sawyer?
like crazy.
Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn are there. What?
Yeah, that's where my brain gave up. Is when Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer show up for no reason
And they have a wild raccoon that's about to give a child actor rabies. Like
rabies.
that, they can't control that raccoon.
No, I just kept thinking the word rabies. That kid's dead now for sure. He died soon after this.
I don't know much about Florida. I mean, I don't know much about Mark Twain, but I don't think Tom and Huck were ever in Florida, right? Right?
Well, the Mississippi doesn't go through Florida, I don't think, does it?
No.
So,
okay,
no.
but here's what they could do. So they go all the way down, they get into the Gulf, and then they go over to Florida.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this spot, I don't know if this city is on the Gulf. I didn't look. I should have looked. But yeah. That was bizarre.
They show up for no reason. Like,
okay,
they're
maybe
not part of the plot.
Maybe they produced a version. Maybe that's why.
You're right. Everything probably has an answer that's stupid. Like,
that must be what happened.
This was like a cross promotion.
Yep.
For their little Huck Finn movie they made. You're probably right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I bet that's it. But anyway, so the kids come running to help Santa, and I mean, like, it's probably the motliest crew you would ever think to like pick. Like, right. These kids, they have no skills. They I would trust none of these human beings to help me if I was Santa Claus.
No. One of them's wearing like a "Keep on Trucking" shirt. the R. Crumb thing. Yeah, they're all even for kids they're incompetent. That's saying a lot because kids can't do much.
I sent you that one kid. I was like, I'm 23. What am I doing here?
What am I doing?
It's like this old looking kid, just like he just looks like he has no answers to anything.
Is it the one wearing the very blonde one wearing the Keep on Trucking shirt?
Yeah, he might be. Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like he's in 8th grade for the 5th time. That's what he looks like.
I think that's how they got this cast. They're like, who's been in 8th grade for the 5th time? Me. All right.
Well, they probably went to summer school. They probably filmed it in the summer. They're like, we need kids.
This was their detention.
Where can we find a bunch of kids? Oh, summer school.
I think this was like their summer school. They went summer school, but then detention in summer school, and they had to do this as punishment.
Kid, quit talking. We're
gonna let you out of detention if you come do this movie with us. All right, that sounds better than sitting in here and then we were wrong.
Santa sends the kids running away so he can complain some more about how hot it is. I guess they're supposed to go find an answer. And so around the time the ape shows up, this is around the 13-minute mark. I'm thinking Rusty's pranking me. I'm like, all right, Rusty, this is one of those movies that Rusty and his friends made back in the early 90s. And there's no way this is a real movie that I'm watching for this podcast.
Right. We uploaded it a few times on YouTube so it looked realistic. You're like, oh yeah, you can just search for it.
So the ape man is a guy in an ape costume.
An ape suit.
He's supposed to. They found this ape and he's supposed to pull the sled.
Yeah,
I guess. And then they try different animals.
White donkey, a pig, a sheep, a cow, and a horse. I wrote them down.
Why didn't he? Why didn't he just have the 20 weird kids try to drag his sled?
Well, I mean, did you see how deep in the sand that sleigh was buried?
At least... No, but he's trying like a single pig.
But how? I mean, what is it? 2 inches? 3? There's no way to get that out.
That's right. It's literally sitting there.
It's just sitting there. They just kind of threw some sand over the back of this little sleigh runners at the bottom. That's it.
And their answer is to like take a sheep or a pig or whatever and go like force this poor animal in between the like harnesses or whatever, and then like, oh nope, that's not gonna work.
But there's also nothing to. There was no real harness.
No, there was nothing to hook on. Yeah,
right. The animals would have had to grab it with their human hands, which they don't have. Yeah, the kids could have pulled out easily, but no.
How many animals were injured in the making of Santa and the Ice Cream Man?
They did not have a no animals were harmed thing in there. That horse especially, they go to the front of the horse and just start shoving it in the chest. It was just, I'm not a horse guy, but it was bothering me. Like, man, leave that horse alone.
Imagine your car breaks down, okay? Right. So your answer is you and a 6-year-old kid grab a horse and shove the horse up against the side of the car and then go, I guess if this doesn't work, nothing will.
Nothing will.
I guess if me and this small child shove this horse up against my vehicle and that doesn't work, nothing's going to work.
I don't know where they're getting all these animals too. Like they very easily find like pigs. Here's a pig.
Oh, I have a theory. I have a theory of where they
Yeah.
got the animals. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Pirates World.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so 21 minutes, guys. This
Yeah.
is the longest movie I've ever watched in my life. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
At 21 minutes, Santa decides to gather the kids back around. Forget all this whole mission, right?
Yeah,
Now I'm going to gather you back around, and I'm going to tell you a story. I've just told you I was so hot I'm passing out, but now we're going to sit here on this hot beach in my broken down vehicle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you the story of Thumbelina.
That's right.
Because Thumbelina, why was this one? The Jack and the Beanstalk was to remember to be brave. What was hers? The moral of hers was
he says the same thing about both. He starts with bravery for Jack and the Beanstalk, but for both he says you got to keep the faith and believe.
Right, believe, yeah.
The typical Santa Claus message. But yeah, he does. So that's what he does for Thumbelina. Is like she always believed that she would be whatever, that she would be fine at the end, I guess.
And if you're interested in the technical aspect, this is all voiceover.
Yes.
So like, so that's why like you're seeing, so in this shot, you're seeing Santa from the back. The kids are watching him, probably going, I wish I was back in summer school.
Right.
And so like he's pointing his finger like he's talking like in an animated way.
Yeah.
And they voice over Thumbelina or Jack and the Beanstalk. But the whole thing is audio overdub.
Even when they didn't have to switch it to match for Thumbelina or Jack, the whole thing.
Everything
conveniently has a big beard that covers his mouth.
Right, for him, right.
Yeah.
But the kids are awful because they're like talking
and
it's
they
like
don't sync at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say before it gets away from us that
sure.
At no point did I believe that this man was Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
No, I know. He's an imposter for sure.
Like you watch most movies, you have your good Santas, your bad Santas, whatever, but you believe they're Santa Claus. This guy, no, this is not Santa Claus.
No, he just wanted to tell a kid's story on the beach.
He didn't talk like Santa. He's just some mumbly dude, just like, oh, okay, kids, that didn't work. Oh. And he obviously just told the guy doing the voiceover, just ad-lib some stuff. Like,
right.
Here,
right, I got a beard on.
Kid shoving a pig. What are you going to say? Oh, okay, let's shove the pig here. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. And my favorite part is later. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Favorite overdub part.
I have one line that I'll save too.
Okay. Does it happen after?
After we come back from Thumbelina, yeah.
So it might be the same one. Okay, so Thumbelina starts, and Thumbelina's at an amusement park. It looks super fun.
Yeah,
and
it does look like a good park.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and it's called Pirates World, no apostrophe.
No.
So if you want to look it up,
World of Pirates, I guess. It kind of makes sense.
Pirates
World.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I was just letting people know. It's in Florida, where they filmed this. Opened in 1967. Disney World opened in 71. Pirates World is closed by 73.
Oh man!
So you
Disney put Pirates World out of business.
You had 5 or 6 years to experience this amazing looking theme park. And so like this movie could only exist like if you were going to film a movie of Pirates World, it had to be during this 5 or 6 year, and this is what we got. Now I'll tell you this: there's a 13-minute video on YouTube from someone's 1967 8mm vacation footage. So there's no sound, but it's 13 minutes of the park, and so I'm going to put a link in the show notes. It's really cool if you're in the amusement park. So and I mean, what a time to be alive, man. You're at the brand new Pirates World theme park in 67. It's likely to be around for decades and decades. You can bring your grandkids here.
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper just came out.
Yeah, I was about to say, jam out to Pepper.
I mean, all right, we got a little conflict in Vietnam, we
got
still got to pass that whole Civil Rights Act thing. But like, look,
that.
I'm sure there's a garden hose in every front yard, okay? You can wrestle with your buddies.
In 67, everything was great.
Everything was great. Pirates World is open. Take your 8mm camera, upload it to YouTube 40 years later. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. One interesting part of YouTube comment on the vacation video says that there's a rumor that employees let the petting zoo's animals go free when they closed, and supposedly there are monkeys still living in the area. So I'm guessing the animals on the beach were from the petting zoo.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I figured.
Right.
Yeah, bring over the animals from Pirates World.
Which is totally like no one should have let that happen.
No.
Have you seen that documentary for the New Jersey theme park, amusement park, Action City?
Oh
It's
yeah,
called
yeah,
Action Park.
yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
I watched the. I can't remember if I watched the documentary, but I did watch the Defunct Land. Did a thing about it first.
Okay.
He does out defunct amusement parks, and he did a great one. And so I watched that, and because I'm getting them confused if I did see it, I can't remember if I watched it, but I need to if I haven't.
Yeah, no, it's
But it's
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should check it out. One other thing about Pirates World, they held rock concerts at the park, and they continue to after it was closed. So you still had like the Doors played in '72, Beach Boys in '73. So like, yeah, so they had a lot of cool rock concerts if you look it up. So anyway, so that's cool, and I really like seeing some of the rides and all. But what we're actually experiencing here is just a whole new movie, new credits. It was like I was
Yeah,
shocked. Like my
credits.
mouth was dropped. It was like a dream within a dream.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to wake up because it was a
Yeah.
terrible version of Thumbelina. It is awful.
But don't you think? I mean, maybe it's just me. Don't you think that out of the like three things we watched, essentially, the Santa Claus, the Jack and the Beanstalk, and the Thumbelina, don't you think the Thumbelina is the best of the three?
Okay, if it was like 20 minutes, maybe. But
What do you
it's so
think's the best? If you
long.
had to pick a best of the worst out of these three, what would you pick? The Santa?
I, I wouldn't watch any of it. I don't know. Maybe like you said, the elves in the beginning.
Well, that's okay. Well, that's part of the Santa Claus, but yeah,
Right. I mean, I don't know. Like the Thumbelina is funny for what it
yeah.
is, but it's so long. It's so bad and it's so long.
Yeah, I'll say, I didn't mind the Thumbelina so much. Not saying it's great, certainly, but like as a low budget kids thing, I thought Thumbelina was fine. I thought the girl was fine. The costumes were amusing.
They're funny. I guess for 1970, I'm thinking
Right.
like sometimes I think like from the standpoint when I was a school librarian and I put videos on,
Yeah.
I'd probably have a group of 6-year-olds that would be entertained.
And I think if you hadn't just watched half an hour of Santa Claus stuck in the sand singing bad songs,
No, yeah, that was
that already hurts you because you're already worn down to a frazzle by that point. And then suddenly a new movie starts, yeah, complete with opening credits.
and you realize that like you're only like 20 minutes in, and you're like, wait, what? Wait, how much of this is left? We're
This is
starting a
a
whole other movie.
yeah, this is a joke that Riff Tracks did make a big deal out of, but I would have thought about it anyway because I'm always thinking of these things. It was like the layers of frame you have because you have Santa Claus telling this story that then has a girl at Pirates World
And she's
listening to
hearing
a
it.
speaker
Yes,
uh in an exhibit of Thumbelina, and then
right.
she imagines herself as Thumbelina while listening within that. If only one of those told a story, then we would really be deep into it. I guess they do. I guess she does actually at the end. She's kind of summarizes what happened to her.
Yes.
And so she has an overdub. So it's like these onion layers of narration that you have to go all the way back to Santa Claus is saying all this. Santa Claus has to spell out the credits, apparently.
my note says, to be clear, Santa is telling us a story about a girl who is hearing a story and imagining that she is in the story.
Right. Who then narrates the story near the end herself.
Whew. Now, I do have a note here. You'll be happy. It says, this is a better production than the Santa film.
It definitely, yeah. It definitely
So
is.
I did say that, yeah. And at least I can make fun of the kids and the plot in the Santa story. Thumbelina. Well, it got better with the costumes. When the man in the toad suit showed up, I was like, "This is trippy," because it's like it's not even a good toad suit. If you haven't seen it, think of like a mom has to make a Halloween costume, right? It's
Right.
Like, I want to be a toad. You're like, how am I gonna make a toad? And you go to Walmart and you buy a pattern that looks the closest to a toad.
Yeah.
Put it over a hoodie maybe, and you put some googly eyes on it, and that's the toad. But then a second toad shows up. There's two toads in the same costume.
Yeah, the mom toad.
The mom, right? Oh man.
The costumes get each time a little new animal comes up, they just get progressively more creepy. I guess the bugs we haven't got to them yet, but the bugs were probably the creepiest.
Well, that's the thing is, because then the toad ends up being the best one.
Yeah. Because we have bugs and then later some moles and then a bird later too.
When she's talking to the mole about marrying the toad,
Yeah.
That was the moment when I decided this is probably the worst thing I've ever watched for a podcast. And normally,
Really?
I think so. And normally, like, I'd say I want to watch this, but I would just like, all right, hey, there's riff tracks. I don't even have to really watch it. I can watch their version.
Yeah.
But again, like, I couldn't do that yet. So it was like, it was killing me because I had to watch this thing that's so long, and I'm watching it. I'm knowing there's a riff tracks version sitting there
Yeah.
for me that could entertain me more, and couldn't do it. But
It's just not the same though. You gotta do it straight.
that's true. Yeah. There's something to it. There's something to like surviving it.
Because because when I watched them with Nora, it's one thing to be in a room with her and laughing and listening to their riff tracks jokes. It's another thing for me sitting here in front of my computer by myself with all these are slow movies too. So there's a lot of moments where they're just walking around a room, and that for a good 20 seconds, just shuffling from one place to another, waiting
Yes.
for the director to yell cut or action or something, I guess. But but yeah, and the editing is like, we need everything we shot. We don't,
Oh yeah. They used all the footage, like you
all
said.
the
Like
footage.
they probably thought, oh, they're gonna cut by now, right? It's like,
There's even one scene there's one blip in the Jack movie where you can hear like the director or some member of the crew talking, where it like goes up, and then it cuts to like the actual scene starting. Yeah, so
it really does sound like something we would have made when we were kids.
We didn't
but
have the budget
essentially,
for it. We couldn't have done these costumes.
no, costume. Yeah, you're right. Look, everyone wants to marry this girl, right? So it's like, get a life and leave her alone, right? Mr. Nice Guy Mole over here is like, I know I'm not handsome or young.
That's just the Thumbelina story, though. That's
I
just
know.
Hans Christian Andersen's fault.
Yeah, I know. But like, I don't know. They seem more creepy here than
They are more creepy.
I read it as a kid, I guess. And they're like, oh, you should be flattered. Is that the mom, right?
Yeah.
You should be flattered. It's like, yeah, she's like, I'm flattered, but the dude's a literal mole. And like, so I have to marry himself. Flattered?
You see, it's so creepy because he's like, his name's Mr. Digger. Mr. Digger, you sly old rascal. He's got that New York accent again. You sly old rascal from the Bronx. I can't do a New York accent.
But like, it's just this thinking that like, you should be flattered. And so then you should feel compelled to marry him because you should be flattered. Like, the whole thing's like, all right, Fred wants to marry you, Bob wants to marry you, and Joey wants to marry you. You have to pick one.
Right. You got to pick
Who's it going to be?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Pick now.
It's not much better when she meets the human.
No, I know. Exactly.
He just comes right out of the gate. All right, we're getting married.
She even says at one point, well, eventually she starts saying like he's ugly and he's old.
Yes.
Right? Like, and she says at one point, if there was someone younger or handsome, she's a younger or handsome. Like, she'll settle for one of those, right? And she goes, or a human being.
A human being would be nice.
She sings the song "Who Would Want to Be a Mole Wife," and I was cracking up. And look, okay, at that point I was like, man, I haven't been drinking beer lately, but like, Rusty, if you get a few beers on me, we might be covering all the songs for Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. Because like, who would want to be a mole wife?
Hey, well, look, Nora and I are already going to do the Happy Ever After song because I genuinely like it. I don't know what she thinks, but I think that's actually a good song.
I thought the music was okay, and I actually liked "Who Would Want to Be a Mole Wife." I thought it was hilarious.
See, the songs from Thumbelina were good, and whoever the singer was, I doubt it was the girl. It could have been, but
it could have been
whoever it was. Good voice.
When she's on the ground embracing the guy in the terrible huge bird costume, okay, they're on the ground.
Yeah.
What do you think the actress was thinking to herself, right? Do you think she thought her career was on track, or do you think she was like...
I think she ended up on Star Trek. She did fine.
Was she on Star Trek?
I think she ended up on maybe Next Generation. I looked her up to see if she did anything else, and that was kind of her big role that I noticed. Maybe like a guest appearance or something.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Good. I'm proud of her. She's come a long way.
From hugging a dead giant bird on the ground.
I mean, they're on the ground, and he's just in a terrible bird costume. Look, all right. Here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I've been watching a lot of '90s thrillers lately. The podcast I listen to with Gurley and Rust, they did that season called Yuppie Nightmares. Mm-hmm. So it's like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Sleeping with the Enemy, Consenting Adults. So it was in the fall, and we start ours like after Halloween. So I just stopped. I was focusing on Snow in Southtown. But all right, but so I got back to these movies and the podcast, and one thing these movies teach you is that you can't trust anyone, right?
Yeah,
Your spouse, your best friend,
babysitter.
no one, right?
Yeah.
But in our case, okay, I think you can trust me. I think this was the ultimate test. One day you'll be like, I think I can trust Mike. I mean, I picked Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, and he watched 2 versions of it.
Right.
Rusty, has Carrie watched Santa?
She's not gonna watch even the riff tracks.
Yeah, exactly. See, you can't trust her.
You always show up for me.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Kevin Spacey in that Consenting Adults movie, he would probably watch this as part of his evil plan. That dude's bad, and that's my insult. Is like Kevin Spacey's character is so bad, he would watch Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny to gain his friend's trust.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you'd have to do.
Right. That's how you get over it. Now, to be fair, you've watched King of Queens. You've watched things that I've picked.
I've watched things that I've hated a lot worse than this.
Right. So
I like this better. I like Thumbelina better than Fred Claus.
See, so yeah, I was thinking for a what would be safe for like a stocking stuffer would be like King of Queens Christmas shows, because I've already made you watch one and I would never do that again. So like I was like, I can burn those,
Yeah.
So yeah,
go for it.
you've already done one of those for me. So so hey, yeah, so Thumbelina, she can sing, right? I mean, so like I thought she was pretty talented. I didn't think her acting was great, but I don't know what she had to work with, So
and again, she may not have been singing either.
Right, yeah.
So she may have had no talent.
But for us, the viewer, it could be a lot worse.
Yes.
If we had to listen to someone who couldn't sing these songs, right? So.
They got somebody who seemed believable as somebody who everybody would fall in love with. She's cute and all that good stuff. So
right. Oh, and everybody does. Everybody does fall in love.
Everybody totally does.
The mole, she walks around openly just saying like, I don't want to marry this dude. He's old and he's ugly. Like she's openly saying this to anyone who will listen. And it's getting back to him. Talk travels, right?
Well, no. She says so because she tells at the end, she tells the bird, she says, tell him that I didn't want to insult him by leaving. I just thought that I could find a better husband elsewhere. Just tell him that.
Tell him
that won't insult. I don't want.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she says I don't want to hurt him. Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to insult him. Just tell him I wanted to find a better husband than him. That's all.
Yeah, she's like, if he wants what's best for me, he'll understand. Yeah. Yeah.
It all worked out for the moles though, because the 2 moles married each other.
But she does find humans, and the dude is immediately like, "Hey, our history books say you have to marry me," and I got a feeling that history book is a Bible, right?
Right. When do history books tell the future?
Right. I think that dude's talking about a Bible. I mean, the poor girl can't live her life.
No.
She just like, let her live, man.
Yeah, you were prophesied to be my wife. It's the greatest pickup line if the person believes it.
And she's like, can we just like chill out and not do that right now? He's like, oh yeah, okay. That's
Can we wait a month? That's cool.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, yeah, but I'm coming back. I will come back.
But don't worry, it is prophesied and it will happen. That's kind of how he talked.
He does, yeah.
It was just right out of flowers. She's like, oh, hi, you're the one who's going to marry me. Oh, man.
And so the narrator says that she married the mole? Is that what happened?
Yeah, the mole that took care of Thumbelina marries the mole.
Right.
The other thing that she sends the bird to give various messages. One is the insulting one I said. The other is to tell the mole mother that took care of her that she's fine. The thing they forgot about, and what we kind of even skipped over, we forgot about her too, was the actual mom who planted Thumbelina and raised and grew her in the garden.
Right. Yeah.
But like she did that because the frog kidnapped Thumbelina and took her away, and the mom never hears from her again. And we never hear from her again. So, like, she just doesn't care about her original mom.
No, she doesn't. No.
Doesn't care. The mole's my mom now. The end.
But it's like Frankenstein. Like, she didn't ask to be created. She doesn't owe her anything.
She didn't, but she didn't know it. She didn't owe anybody anything. I mean, I didn't ask to be created either.
That's true.
I don't know my mother nothing.
Right. Anything else about Thumbelina before we get back to the wraparound?
Well, there's got to be something about Thumbelina because it was the only part that I truly enjoyed. I enjoyed Santa, ironically, and Jack was torture, except for the one little parts I'll tell you about.
Okay.
But yeah, I do like that song, and yeah, don't be surprised if you hear it as a bonus song at some point.
Yes. Perfect.
The Happy Ever After song, and you're already doing the what is it? Who
Oh
would want to be a
gosh.
mole?
Who would want
I
to be a mole
I
wife?
get
I
your
don't
fist.
want to be, right?
I don't want to
What
be a
is it?
mole. Yeah, there's a few songs.
It's
There's
called I don't know.
I
I
wrote
lost it.
down what I thought were the
Who
titles.
would want to be a mole wife? All right, I'll have to do it.
The other good song, I thought the second best song was the Witch's song, where she's
Yeah.
going, throw a little seed and grow a little princess. That's what magic can do. That one was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I
sounds
guess we're done with that. And then yeah, we end up back at Pirate World at the end, and she goes off with her boyfriend at Pirates World, who ends up being the guy that that said, "You're marrying me now."
wait, and do they? Oh no, it's at the end of Thumbelina. All four of them sing a song, right? Or is that at the theme park? No, it's
In
right.
the within the Thumbelina world,
They end with a
all
song.
the little grown from flower children sing that song "Happy Ever
Right.
After."
There. Okay.
And
Right.
there's a
So, yeah.
lot of long shots of them just waiting for the waiting for the lyric to start, so they're just kind of bopping around and making these
Right.
weird
Right. Right.
faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like painful close-ups of awkward kids not knowing what to do.
I
There's
want
a
a.
lot of there's a lot of shots where Thumbelina just kind of is looking off to the side, and you can tell she's looking at like the director or
Right.
somebody.
Looking for direction.
Like, what do I do now? Is this good? I walk over here and put a blanket on this big bird thing, and then that's it. The bird with the Baltimore accent for
The
some
bird.
reason.
The
Oh
big
no.
fluffy bird.
Let me do all right, before we leave Thumbelina, let me do my quick impression of the girl that meets her when she finds the Flower Kingdom.
Okay.
Who are you and what do you want?
Pretty good.
Thumbelina.
Thumbelina.
I'm not gonna say I liked it, but for compared
Oh,
to
I
the
think you did. No, I think you liked it.
maybe I did a little bit. I did a little bit, but I would watch it again by itself. I wouldn't want to watch anything else.
Right. Um, we end up back at Pirates World, and I would like to see a cut where Santa is stuck in Florida. He doesn't
Hmm.
call the weird kids. He just assumes that Mrs. Claus is going to come pick him up because that's how it kind of happens sometimes, right? The Rankin
Yeah.
Bass stuff or whatever. But like, so he just goes and spends the day at Pirates World, and he rides all the rides, and we
Oh,
just
that'd be
for an
awesome.
hour, yeah, we just see him riding rides. So like maybe like Beach Boys songs are put.
Yeah.
So it's just Santa at a theme park. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I want.
But no, apparent.
Yeah, it's
But
like
in the
eating
real
food.
version, the dog saves the day somehow.
Dog saves the day. Right. So that's the weird part with the overdub. Is that the part you were going to talk about?
With the dog?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. So the
mine's
part.
different.
Okay. So the part that I was going to say is the weirdest overdub is Santa and the girl. The girl brings the dog over, and for like 10 minutes, they're sitting there going, "It is a good dog. Yes, it's a good dog. He's a really good dog." And I'm like. Surely they thought they were cutting at some point, and they were
Yes,
just over and over and over saying
the
how good
same
this
thing.
dog is. Yeah.
Yep.
And it just goes on forever. And like you said, so he's got the mustache and beard on, so you can only see what he's saying, so it's fine.
Right.
But the girl is not synced up at all, and she's
No.
just clearly just ad libbing here. She's like, "Yeah, it's a good dog." Good
Yeah,
dog.
it's a good dog. Yeah.
I'll have to play some of the audio here because it's pretty good. So all right, so what was your part?
Okay. Well, my part comes after the ice cream bunny, which we haven't talked about yet.
All
But
right,
I'll
all
go.
right. So yeah,
Okay.
you want to
But
talk about
okay,
the ice
yeah.
cream bunny?
Yeah. Let's talk about the ice cream bunny first.
So okay, so what happens is it's like
Presumably, the dog fetches the ice cream bunny, right?
but all the kids like run away together. It's like the Charlie Brown, like the Halloween Charlie Brown, like ah, 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 ah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it
yeah. They
stops.
all.
Yeah. So they
You
run
can tell
off.
the director's off, going go,
Right.
and they all just run.
Right. I was trying to get a screenshot of that part where Santa stands up in the sleigh and they all run away, and I couldn't get it. But anyway, so Santa finally takes his coat off,
Yep.
falls asleep, wakes up
Again.
to a fire engine coming, driven, of course, by the ice cream
Ice
bunny.
cream bunny.
Now, what is an ice cream bunny? And here's what I'm thinking: it must be something to do with
Pirates
the
World,
theme
right?
park. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta
It's
be.
got to be.
So like a mascot or maybe a local dairy, like maybe their mascot, right?
But from our point of view, not knowing anything about Pirates World and just watching this as a movie, we're just going, am I alive right now?
We'll be like Mr. Bingle or something local,
Yes.
regional that we've
Oh,
talked
Mr.
about, right?
Bingle's here.
Right. And you'd be like, what the heck is that guy? He's got a big ice cream
What?
cone on his head. Yeah. Yeah.
There's no ice cream around.
None.
He's on a
No.
fire truck, not an ice cream truck. If he came tinkling up in an ice cream truck, ding, ding, ding,
That would make sense.
we'd be like, okay, I guess. But he's like, that's the weirdest shot in the whole movie to me.
It is. The fire engine's going like slow.
Yeah.
You got the weird kids like hanging on for dear life, right? And so
Right.
but the rides are going normal speed. So this is the normal speed.
Yeah.
And it's got the weird music. Is that what you're talking about? Like how trippy that is?
I'm talking about the very first appearance of the ice cream bunny where Santa Claus goes, "What's that siren? Oh, I don't see smoke. Smoke." And then he looks out and you kind of just hear, and then you see some trees, a little movement, and then it registers. Oh, there's a giant bunny rabbit on an ice cream truck with a bunch of kids.
A fire
And a
engine, not
dog.
an ice cream truck.
Huh?
A fire engine, not an ice cream truck.
Sorry, I was trying to
Yeah.
make sense of it. Yes,
Right,
a
right,
fire engine. And and the dog that saved the day that keeps trying to get run over by it so much that at one point the dog like disappears because they had to cut and move
Right.
the dog, and they finally put the dog on the truck.
Right.
They get the sense like, maybe let's not kill the dog. We've already half killed the horse, and
We lost the pig and the horse. Right?
that's true. The pig has already run away. Yeah, so to me, just when the appearance of it just is like the single most out of all the stuff we've seen, which is already weird. That slow moving, and yeah, then they drive through Pirates World, and that, you're right, that is weird. Just the slow drive through Pirates World.
It would be better if it's like a post-apocalyptic, like going to battle scene, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're riding up, man. We got our bunny driving us. We're on this fire engine, but like,
right.
no, it's just a slow fire engine because it probably does ride around the theme park.
So Ice Cream Bunny Fury Road.
It's super slow, yeah. But the rides are going like normal, kind of fast, swinging in the air, and like in this slow fire truck with like this carnival music playing. It's like so trippy.
Trippy car, yeah, that kind of horror movie version
Yes.
of carnival music.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, this is like a horror movie that's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the ice cream bunny is mute, so Santa has to do all the talking.
He winks, but I can't tell if it's even on purpose or if it's just like a malfunctioning eye in the costume. I really can't tell. Because he like turns his head and it winks.
Yeah, I think that's what
so it doesn't look like he's winking on purpose. But maybe.
So what was your overdub part?
Okay, so it's my favorite line in the whole movie. And okay, so they finally put Santa on the back of the fire engine. They're going to take him back to the North Pole. They leave the sleigh, which we explain later. But as he's getting on the fire engine and about to drive off, Santa says, "Okay, we've established that we will try to make it, won't we?" It's in the question of, does Christmas come after all? The answer there is, we're gonna give it a shot, kids. We don't really, maybe. But the phrase specific, we've established. And so it's like the actor is just spelling out the plot points.
Right.
In his ad libs. All right, we've established that we're doing this thing. Can we get on with it? And it's like, again, not Santa. That is not Santa Claus.
Oh, you mean saying it?
I'm saying that's not Santa. That's not the real Santa Claus.
no, you're right.
Yeah. It just, Santa Claus would never say, all right, we're going. Oh, and the other thing. Okay, both of his stories are about like, you got to keep faith and you got to believe and you got to keep trying.
Right.
What is Santa constantly doing, though? He's just, I don't think this is going to work.
Yeah, he's crying, right? Yeah. Oh,
constantly.
God, it's so hot. It's so hot.
He's just
not gonna make it.
complaining. Yeah, the whole time. And then let me tell you a story about always having a positive attitude.
Right.
Never has. He's just this complaining old geezer in a Santa suit, because it ain't Santa.
He's going to ride on the ice cream bunny's fire engine.
That's true.
He didn't have money to get into Pirates World, so he made up this whole movie thing.
Oh, and this is when Tom and Huck show up again.
Right, right.
And you were like, oh yeah, they were in it.
So weird.
Yeah. And
Uh,
yeah, so they wonder about the sleigh. And like, well, he left the sleigh. I don't know how he's gonna how he's
and
gonna
then
get back.
magically
It
disappears.
disappears. Like once he gets to the North Pole, apparently the sleigh follows him there. That's
Right.
what they
He
decided.
can't. He can't transport
He can't do it.
with the
This
sleigh,
no.
but
But
he
if
can
he's
call the
at
sleigh
the
home.
North Pole, maybe it's like he has to get all of his powers there. The farther he is from the North Pole, the less powers he has.
Right, right.
So in Florida, he can't even. Oh, there's that one scene where he's like, "Okay, let me try to get it out of the sand myself." He
Oh yeah.
starts moving the sand successfully
Right.
because it doesn't take much to dig 2 inches of sand, and then he quits and goes, "Oh, it's no use."
He's the worst.
And again, I know this is like a movie for probably the youngest possible of kids,
Right.
but even for a 4-year-old, this none of this makes sense. A 4-year-old's gonna be like, "Why doesn't he just keep digging?" I don't know, honey.
He's got nothing else to do, right?
Right, he's just sitting there sweating,
Conducting himself.
conducting himself. That's right.
So
Now,
okay.
earlier I thought you were going to say I'd like to see a cut where instead of the kids coming back or the kids running off, he says, "All right, now let me tell you another story about Jack and the Beanstalk." So it's a super cut.
Oh,
Of
we
this,
just have it all.
and we have a 2.5 hour movie, or however long it would be. It would be
Might
a
as
little
well.
less than 2.5 hours, I think, if you
Might
put
as
them all
well.
together.
Right.
I had you watch a lot for this movie, and I apologize.
No, no, I told you. You've done Fred Claus. You've done King of Queens. But so on the Jack and the Beanstalk, he does similar thing to what you were talking about before, where he goes like, "Now you remember Jack and the Beanstalk," and he like tells the whole story before he, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, you know how he goes to sell his cow,
Oh,
but he
right,
just
right.
gets one bean, and he comes home and his mom's mad. It's like, dude, just let us watch the movie.
Just tell the story for
Right.
instead of telling us about it.
And in
Yeah,
fact, he like says he specifically says, he goes to train his cow and he only gets one bean, but in the movie he gets several beans.
a
So
lot.
yeah, so it's not even correct.
Inconsistent.
Right. Uh, okay, so Jack and the Beanstalk starts after he tells the story,
Yeah,
goes into the movie, and right away Jack is singing, and I'm like, no, don't sing.
badly.
No. It felt at this point, it felt like a parody. Like if we were watching like I don't know, Wes Anderson movie, maybe like if we were watching a movie and they were watching this on TV.
Oh, right.
Like, hey, what are you watching this 1970 version of Jack and the Beanstalk. I don't
That's
know,
what it
and
would
like
be. Right.
right, like to make fun of this time period, I guess. I don't know.
That's the
It
only
is
place something like this belongs is somebody in a real movie watching a fake movie on TV. Yeah.
yes, yes. And he's not good, like Thumbelina's
No.
good, if it's her, whoever's singing. Um but yeah,
And
but
he's
this
not
is not
he's
a
not he's not appealing as a character or actor or whatever like Thumbelina was too.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, thankfully, like I said, it's shorter. It's way shorter than Thumbelina.
I didn't realize. I thought they were the same length.
Yeah, no, it's at least like 15 minutes shorter.
Okay.
Um, I laughed at used cow salesman.
They tried with that Honest John plot. They're like,
Yeah,
hey,
no, yeah, they
here's an
ran into the
angle
ground.
no one
Yeah.
explored much is the guy who sold the beans.
And then Honest John has to sing, and I'm like, no, you don't sing. Why are they singing?
Gets his own song. To me,
Uh,
he's the worst because
yeah,
he keeps doing the same hand motion
yep,
where it's his version of acting where he does this like it's hard impossible to explain maybe but he like thrusts his hand out, kind of closes it and brings it back. Like, all right, it's like, almost like I guess it's a salesman, like a pitch.
Oh yeah,
It looks like an
that's
actual
it.
pitch, but he
Right.
does it so much. There's just like it's like watching. It's like how I hate animated gifs. It's just felt like I was watching that. Just the repetition was killing me.
Right, right. Um, I kind of thought of him as like a poor man's Gene Wilder, like Willy Wonka, but Willy Wonka
Yeah.
was right after this. So it
Mm,
wasn't even, I was like, man, is he trying to be like Willy Wonka? Because it kind of looks like that. Like that's what he's
no.
doing. But it was right after it. So
Yeah.
that's just him. That's him being Honest John. And again,
Oh,
when
and
I first, what's that?
and he's all duded up in like period clothes, but then the guys who come by are just wearing their 70s outfits.
It's so groovy. Yes, I know. Right, because you don't know when is this supposed to be set. Right.
Yeah, it looks like it's like fairy tale times, whenever that's meant to
Yes.
be, medieval,
Right.
or maybe 1500s or something. And then, but yeah, they come up with their big belt buckles and butterfly collars and whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so the giant.
Okay, the giant's the one thing I do like.
All right, wait. He's supposed to be a giant,
Yeah.
okay? But his bowl and his cup are huge, and it makes
Yes.
him look like a mini man. Like he's like the opposite of a
Yes.
giant because his bowl and his cup are so large.
They
Do they not know how this works?
Right. Whoever thought this out, they're like, all right, we need some giant stuff so that when Jack's here, forgetting that they're going to shrink Jack, they're going to use the effect.
They use the big,
But
right, the
yeah,
green screen or
instead
whatever.
it makes him look tiny. The Riff Tracks joke was, oh, these giants are in the house of slightly larger giants.
It's really
It's the
bad.
only way it works.
It's like digging in the food with his hands,
Yeah.
but then it's just normal food in a big bowl.
Right. And his mug is like 4 times or 5 times the size of a normal big mug.
Right, but then it makes his head look tiny.
And then his chair is like one of those prop chairs that you sit in when you want to look small.
When you look small, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right. They probably got it from Pirate World. Sit here and look small.
Honey, I Shrunk the Giant.
So I'm guessing this actor is. They just said, "All right, what big dude do we know?" All right, Phil. Yeah, he's pretty big. Can he act? Not a lick. All right. Can he sing? No, but we'll have him lip sync because he's not. He's not.
Yeah, no, that's not him.
That song, man. It reprises twice.
Yeah,
Twice. We got to hear it.
yeah.
And it's. I can sing it for you.
All right, go ahead.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee, fi, fo, fi. I know he's right nearby. Okay, and he says that like 3 times, and then at the end it's oh man, what is it? Oh, 'cause I smell him. That's why.
That's why.
I know he's right nearby.
Because I smell him. That's why.
Could you write a lyric that bad?
I'd have to be trying.
You have to try really hard.
I have something about lyrics later, so we could
to have
reprise that.
to have that. I mean, even as a sentence, it would be bad. I know he's right nearby. It's
Right.
To
I know
have
he's
that-
right nearby because I smell him. That's why.
to have that clunkiness and like not knowing how stress works and like it's like dude. All right. Anyway, yes. I guess we know those are bad songs, but compared to the Thumbelina, though, I thought it would be equivalent when I saw it. I thought, okay, well, we'll get a semi-charming, badly done fairy tale, but this was really bad.
Yeah, no, I was excited because obviously this is the story I would know better, you know.
Right.
I was like, oh, all right, look, I got through Thumbelina. All right, this should be better. I saved Jack for a second.
Yeah, Jack's bad. They get this Florida hick to be the giant, but he does crack me up. Just the way he's just he never changes his expression. He just
Right.
screams everything.
Right.
It's like the hen's brought in. Now lay me another. All right, I'll take a nap. If I find him, I'll crush his bones.
The mom is awful.
She's bad.
She's really bad. The whole scene, like, so out the window, they just shake the beanstalk, right? And then when he goes to chop it down, it's so bad.
When they threw the beans out the window, I thought she was throwing it at a painting because I thought
Oh,
that was
I know.
a landscape painting.
So I think it is. I think
It
it's
is.
a backdrop, right? Like you would take
Yeah,
a
it's a
photo.
backdrop.
Right. Yeah, out the window towards.
But it really looked like a painting the way it was there.
yeah, so the way it's
like a
framed. at the
framed.
window, right? It looks like a framed portrait.
It's
yeah.
like, is she throwing the beans at a painting?
Yes.
But I
It's
realized
really weird to
that
look at.
actually is a window. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna open a drink so you're gonna hear this.
Awesome.
It's a water.
Coca-Cola. Oh.
It's a water. Waterloo sparkling water, tropical fruit flavor. Because it's the summertime. It's Leon Day.
Yeah. You can listen to some ABBA.
Yeah.
Waterloo.
Yeah, then all the people are in their house at the end to sing this weird song. Somehow all the people are there. So
And all the props are made out of Reynolds wrap.
oh yes.
Because they bring out the magic hen. It looks like the thing you get when you're you get a to-go thing and they like turn into a swan or something. Except it's a chicken in this case.
It
And
looks
then the
really
harp
bad.
is made out of the magic harp is made out of Reynolds wrap.
It looks like it looks like if you had a kid who made something for like a class project and just made it themselves in
Yeah.
class with what resources they had in class, right? And they wrapped
And
it
they
with
only had 45
foil.
minutes to do it or
Right?
less.
Yeah.
Not even a kid who's like gonna spend
No,
a good
no,
amount of time.
no. It's like, hey, I have to give this presentation in front of class real quick. Let's
Yeah.
make a quick sword and a quick,
Right.
shield, or right. And so like, let's make it out of like paper or whatever they have to wrap it in, and they go up and you know what it is, and they did their best in 30
Yeah, it's
minutes.
fine.
Yeah. But this is a movie. This is a
This is a
production.
movie. And even for a low budget movie, you would think, yeah, okay,
It's not that hard,
you
right?
can do better than this.
Yes.
Especially for
So,
the harp, maybe,
yeah.
because I don't know, the hen. They had to make two hens, one for the tiny hen for the giant, one for the normal size hen for Jack.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I would do. Yeah, I don't know, but there's gotta be somebody who knows better.
When I did my Jack and the Beanstalk movie, I just got a stuffed animal for the chicken.
When you did yours, yeah.
I did do it.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, me and Nora did one when she was like 2 years old.
Oh man.
She was Jack.
So was it a stuffed chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Stuffed animal. It was a chicken.
Yeah.
But in the movie, I said you can take anything you want, just don't steal my stuffed chicken. Now the best though about this giant is when he starts talking about creepy crawlers.
Oh.
He eats these like leech looking things or something. He's like, I love these creepy crawlers. I can eat them all day. These things are crackling, crunkly. They're delicious.
Yeah, he's a mess.
He's a mess. Wife is a long suffering woman.
Right.
Hates him.
She's better than the mom though.
Yeah, I was about to say she's probably the best actor in the movie because
Yeah.
she gets across what she's trying to be, which is completely disgusted by her husband.
Right. But she's like probably frustrated that she's in this movie.
Oh, maybe so.
And then he's got a sister. He doesn't have a sister in the story, right?
He doesn't have a sister. I mean, not in any stories I've read.
Yeah.
It was a nice addition, I guess, give him somebody to talk to. But then
True.
what really confused me is then out of nowhere, near the end, the sister then has a boyfriend that
She's got a
shows
boyfriend
up.
who's just hanging out, right?
It's like, okay, you want to have a cousin to come by too?
Well, everybody shows up.
Everybody shows up.
Yeah,
But like the boyfriend
everybody's
pops in at the end. He's never been introduced. And then suddenly we're like, who is this? Is it the dad? I thought he was dead. Oh,
yeah.
wait.
Well, I thought he was going to go fight the giant. I thought the sister's boyfriend would save the day.
Yeah, something like that.
But no,
Go
he's
rescue
just kinda,
Jack.
He's like, I
He's
ain't
just
getting
there.
involved. Yeah, I
think
get
it was,
involved in no giant. I just
again,
showed up.
We always have to look for the story behind the story. It's probably like, can I be in it? Sure, you can be the boyfriend. Probably was the girl's boyfriend
Right.
because they
Showed
did
up on
kiss and
set.
all that. Yeah.
Showed up on set every day. They finally put him in.
Okay, fine, you can be the boyfriend.
How long do you think they spent to make that movie? Like, you think
2
they spent
days?
weeks? 2 days? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a week.
There's 3 sets, right? Outside at the used cow sales place,
Mm-hmm.
inside the house, and in the giant's house.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 or 3 days on each
They
set.
probably had, they had a bunch of days of pre-production where they had to make the Reynolds wrap art.
Right.
And yeah, they probably shot for 2 or 3 days.
Jack was probably they were probably rehearsing, and but they didn't have the props made yet, and so he's probably like, guys, I can't really do the scene if I don't know what the chicken looks like, what the hen looks like.
Oh,
So,
right.
you know what I mean? Like he's
Right.
really into his craft, and
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
yeah. So they had to
They had to
rush
whip it up. All right,
production
this
on
is it. We did want a better one, but you insisted.
that. Right.
And I'm
They're
thinking-
like. They were saying this is not the real one. This is well, I can't practice unless it's the real one. This is it. This is the one. All right, Jack. All right.
Well, we trust you. You are such a good actor, after all.
His name is Jack.
His name happened to be. That's why they hired him. Well, your name's already Jack. You're halfway there. You're halfway to the character. I'm thinking too the music, because the music to me in both of these productions is far superior to anything else. because like the arrangements of the instruments, all the rest of it, it sounds fine. It sounds like
Right.
something you'd hear like on a storybook record.
Yep.
And so I'm thinking that's what they did somehow. Like they got the rights to some music that was already made
Oh yeah.
with
Yep.
professional musicians and professional singers, and they're like, we'll just lip sync over this. Or they didn't get the rights and just did it and
Or just did it.
hope nobody would care or see it.
Which they probably didn't. Right.
Yeah, because it's probably just like a publicity movie. I don't know how it was. I don't know. I didn't. You probably know more than I do, but I don't know if this ever went to theaters in any way.
No, I don't. And so if you'd see this kind of stuff, say like 85,
Yeah,
then it could be direct to VHS. Like these
Right.
companies were making these things and they were selling them to schools or libraries
Yeah.
or whatever, right? I don't know what you do in 1972. I don't know what you do.
I guess you could send the film reel over.
Yeah, I
since-
mean, hey, maybe they did drive-ins. Maybe it was, like that kind of thing.
Could have been
Yeah, I don't know.
drive-in like a kiddie matinee.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Yeah, like at theaters, I guess.
When you were in school in elementary school, did they bring in actual reels sometimes for you?
Yeah, I think maybe so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's in
think
the
I kinda-
early days, but
Yeah.
we eventually graduated to VHS. But yeah, I do remember like them bringing out the projector and all that.
The earliest I remember watching, I remember getting freaked out by the Headless Horseman, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
my first grade. But I don't remember if that was on reels or on.
That was the Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I remember just being freaked out, man. That
Oh,
was
wow.
scary. Yeah, I liked it. Like I was like, oh yeah.
that was your. Do a lot of horror people like you fans? Do they started early, I guess, and were scared by them, and that's part of what makes them obsessed with it. Is that true or no?
I had probably when I was about 6, so it's probably around that time. I had a cousin in Memphis, and he was he's probably, I don't know, probably like 6 years older than me, maybe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and so we'd go there every summer. And so that one summer, probably when I was 6, he was telling me about all these movies, and he and his dad were already like taping everything off of like HBO, and they had
Yeah.
this whole collection of VHSs that they were taping.
Right.
And he told me the stories of Friday the 13th and Halloween.
Yeah.
And just his telling of it, because I was already like into like ghost stories and stuff.
Right.
Just his telling me not only scared me really like badly, but maybe immediately want to watch those movies. And so
Okay.
I did, like that week when I was there in Memphis, my dad and I watched both of those movies, Friday the 13th and Halloween. And I was so scared, but yeah, I loved it.
What was
So-
scarier, him telling it to you and you imagining it, or actually watching the movie?
Oh, I mean, like I can remember being scared by both, but like in different ways, because
Yeah.
like the way he was describing it, he was a really good storyteller. He just described it. I can remember. I mean, I was really young, and my memory sucks, but I can remember him describing the scene in Halloween when Annie is in the car, and then she ends, not to get too graphic, but she ends up with her head ending up on the car horn.
Yeah.
And the car horn going. He was just so like I can remember him telling me this. This is the same cousin who, with his friend, just scared me so badly at my grandma's house one time by having a seance. I'm
Oh.
holding up air quotes right now, with me in a dark room. I was probably 9 at this
Yeah.
point, right? And him and his friend in a dark room, doing a seance, and then telling me that the window behind me, above my head, they saw the lady
Oh,
passing
gosh.
by, and I was so freaked out. So this is what I dealt
Gosh.
with uncles and cousins in my family. And so I think I was just immune to it by the time I was like 10.
So now you do horror movie marathons to cope with all of this. This is your therapy.
Right, exactly. love it.
I just avoided horror movies as a kid because I would hear about them and just say like I don't want any part of that.
But what
And
about like your brother and sister? Are they watching them?
my sister and I kind of avoided them together. She was a little younger, so she definitely didn't want to watch them. But
Right.
yeah, my older brother would watch them, and I remember one time they were watching The Shining in the other room, and I was in like the dining room, and they were in the living room watching. He and his friends watching The Shining, and just hearing it was making me scared.
Well,
was
sometimes
like-
that can be scarier.
Yeah,
Because I can remember sometimes like my dad would be watching something scary, and I wasn't for whatever reason. And I
Yeah.
could hear it, and I'd be like, "Whoa, this sounds really freaky." And then like
Right.
later I'd watch it, I'd be like, "Oh, I get what was going on," Like,
And I do
got that
remember,
sense.
I think at one point I walked in the living room for a second and saw, who knows what image it was, but I saw it could be almost any image from The Shining, and just
Yeah.
be like, oh my gosh. I think it's probably like a going down the hallway scene, with
With
him
the
on the
girls on the
bike.
bike. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't even know if the girls were there. I think it was just him riding and
Oh,
like
the boy, right? I'm sorry. The boys on
yeah.
the bike, right? Yeah.
So just that image of like and there's like the carpet and stuff and like I'd never seen art before, in a movie, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
a Kubrick movie alone would have freaked me out in a way. Like if you showed
Right.
me Barry Lyndon, I would be like, "Whoa, what?" Because I just seen Disney movies and like bad made-for-TV movies and stuff like that. So I wasn't so like seeing a real director would have just like, oh,
Well,
yeah,
how old were you when you saw Headless Horseman? Do you know?
pretty young, yeah.
Okay. So do you remember being scared or?
I remember it being the perfect level for me,
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, because it didn't scare me, but it was still like thrilling in the way that
Sure.
you
Yeah.
kind
Yeah. Yeah.
of where you want what you want it to be, what you kind of want it to be, for anybody's level really, where you don't want to be like terrified, you just want it to be like, oh wow. So yeah, I remember that being like to me at that age the perfect level of horror was the
Right.
Headless Horseman. But yeah, I was never scared by it.
I was just
Um,
like, I just remember thinking like, I know it's animated, I know it's a
yeah,
cartoon, but that would be really scary to be walking, to be in that like cemetery by yourself, and then this
yeah,
ghost
they do
chase
it
you.
great. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's one of the greatest. I mean, I still watch every Halloween. It's still like yeah, a perfect Halloween thing. Yeah.
So, speaking of horror movies, anything else about
Speaking of horror movies, yeah, sorry, I got
Santa and
a
the
little
ice cream?
sidetracked there.
Well, no, I mean it's a horror movie. Uh, right? Aren't we watching a horror movie?
This is a horror movie. That's the only
Uh,
explanation.
anything else about Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny?
My favorite movie ever.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
It's yeah, go what when you're ready to experience it again, watch the riff tracks of it. It's
No, I
fun.
am. I'm probably in the morning. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I want to watch it so bad.
It'll be the antidote to the watching it for real.
I mean, there's something about, and I'm sure you've experienced it, right? Going through a trauma,
Yeah.
and
Reliving.
then laughing about it later with someone else who has experienced that trauma, right?
Right, exactly.
So this is the trauma,
This is
and
it.
I can laugh about it now with the riff. We've all been through it.
Yeah, we've been through it.
You can't don't start with the riff tracks, people. If you haven't
no,
watched
no.
this, you cannot be part of our bonding, our comedy bonding, right? You have to live through the trauma yourself.
I think with all these bad movies, you kind of want to watch it straight first, like The Room or Birdemic, or any of that stuff. It's
Yeah,
like,
but a lot of them I don't like. Manos Hands of Fate. Like I've never watched that
oh well, that
without MST3K. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, maybe not.
there's only
But
so much. I mean, maybe in fact, maybe we've tried. I don't know. I think we haven't. I think we've tried. Put it on at a party or whatever.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, there's so many that I've only watched through MST3K.
yeah,
So the riff tracks is like it's usually the riff track stuff I've seen is usually stuff I've already seen, like the Jaws and the Halloween, like.
hmm
So those are the ones that my son and I have like sought out and watched. What's the one that you and I tried to watch live and it was a disaster? Was that Jaws? What were they doing? Do you remember that?
we. Oh
It was like
right.
during the pandemic, and
Yeah, and their equipment.
they didn't know how to do the technology. And
That's right. They were
what
trying
was it?
to like Zoom stuff. I can't even remember what it was.
It wasn't Jaws. It was a summer movie, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were going to watch because it never happened.
The one dude was like trying to keep it going, and he had the script, and like he's just like, "This isn't working. I'm just reading my parts.
I'm just reading it over nothing. Yeah.
It's like he's like, no one else is here to answer. You don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Didn't
Oh, it
didn't,
was
didn't
bad.
like Kevin just leave?
Yeah, well, yeah. And I think they tried the
Or not
next week.
Kevin, but yeah, Bill. Yeah.
One of them, yeah. I think the next week they tried again, and I didn't. I think maybe you watched it, but I didn't.
I can't remember.
Or maybe I didn't. You didn't. I don't know.
I mean, it was so long ago in 2020.
So long ago, back when Sick existed. Yeah, like Kevin Williamson was. Okay, so are we rating that? I don't know. What would you rate it?
Santa
You would
Claus
give
and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Yeah, you would give it a 6 out of 10, wouldn't you?
Let's see. I would give it I give it a 5.
Yeah. If I had to rate that thing, not riff tracks, just sitting there
Yeah.
watching it. Ooh, okay. I like Pirates World.
Mm-hmm. What would you rate just the Huck Finn moments?
That's the best part. I would say I can't even go 3, but 2 seems bad, so I'll say 2.5. 2.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
If you,
Now,
if
if I
you
were rating
forced me to pick a whole number, I'd go 3 over 2.
if I were rating Thumbelina by itself, because it is it is its own movie
Yeah.
that they shoved into a bigger movie, I would give it a 6.
Okay.
So I give the whole thing a 5, that a 6, and then I'd give Jack probably a 4.
Okay. I'd go 4 on Thumbelina and probably 2 on 1.5 on Jack.
Yeah.
2's even rough. What did I like? I don't think I liked anything about Jack.
I like the giant himself because it was just this grumpy old Floridian just rah, 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 rah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like a Tommy character or something. Tommy was like, rah, come here.
Okay, so we will be back sometime around after Halloween, with it's funny, like I would love to do a Halloween episode, but like it's so close to when we actually roll into everything. So of course we'll have our bonus stuff and you'll have some Halloween content on the Patreon. We'll do something for Christmas in July. And then, yeah, I mean, look, by August and September, I'm rolling into like some fun Halloween stuff on the Patreon. So stick around, come to the Patreon if you're not there. There are 3 different levels, and yeah, we're having fun. So thank you. Have a great summer. Have a great Leon Day. Have a great Christmas in July. If you're looking for a lot of content, check out Advent Calendar House and probably Totally Rad, and all of those other ones will be doing stuff. Anything else?
Gonna keep those bells jingling all summer long.
All summer long, like the Beach Boys say.
To make a fuss, but Christmas ain't the same. When that old boy James playing rain. It was the night before Christmas, me and Mike couldn't sleep. We stayed up guessing about our presents, cause we weren't allowed to peek. But we ain't very patient and we couldn't wait no more. I felt the cool winter chill as my feet hit the floor. We opened up the door and we walked down the hall, but there wasn't any presents, there were no presents at all. I looked over and Mike just started crying. I put my hand on his shoulder and said, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry, Mike, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get them presents back, that's what Christmas is about. See, without presents, man, Christmas ain't the same. Mike looked over at me and said, it's gotta be James. I said, you're right, I should've known. In the middle of the night, he must have broken to our home. Mike said, yo, he could be anywhere in town. I said, I know, but we gotta track him down. I've been waiting for these gifts, I've been waiting all year long. But when I woke up to sneak a peek, all the presents were all gone. Alright, now I ain't one to make a fuss, but Christmas ain't the same. When that old boy James playing rain, me and Mike headed out on that cold winter night with the snow shining bright underneath the moonlight. We drew James the very best that we could and taped him up to all the telephone poles in the hood. We stopped at the stores, taped his picture to doors. It was the middle of the night, yo, it was going on 4. Me and Mike was getting cold, the trail was getting cold. By now our gifts have probably been sold and resold. The sun came up, we've been searching all night. We searched left, we searched right, he wasn't anywhere in sight. We was getting tired, we was about to call it quits. Then all of a sudden we got an anonymous tip. The caller said, I see him in the woods behind the school. Hurry, cause I think he's got your presents with him too. Me and Mike headed off for the woods in a rush. We couldn't believe it, sure enough, there he was. I've been waiting for these gifts, I've been waiting all year long. Alright, but when I woke up to sneak a peek, all the presents were all gone. Alright, now I ain't one to make a fuss, but Christmas ain't the same. When that old boy James playing rain. Mike fired the slingshot and hit him in the butt cheek. James dropped to his knees and let out a loud shriek. He was dragging a big bag that Big Blue couldn't even lift. Me and Mike ran up and said, why did you steal our gifts? James said, sorry guys, money's been tight. Weather's been so cold, there ain't nobody riding bikes. When nobody's riding bikes, man, there ain't no bikes to steal. I've been going to the church to get a nice hot meal. Mike said, shut up James, give us back our presents. I looked at Mike and said, dog, chill, just wait a second. James is clearly broke and we got a lot of gifts. It ain't gonna kill us just to give him 5 or 6. And James said, hey guys, how about this? I ain't keeping 5 or 6, I'm keeping all your freaking gifts. I pulled my sword out, I was all ready for war. James pulled his magnum out, said, gun be sword. I've been waiting for these gifts, I've been waiting all